times Benjamin, but you got Judah. I know people that say they're from Jamaica, and I look at them in the spirit, they're Judah. Right?
There's no
Let's even know that, because a lot of Jamaicans are not they're just saying that they're Nyam.
Most Jamaicans, they came from Africa.
Yeah, but Africa, if you look at the map before colonization, right? Africa, you had the kingdom of Judah.
That's right.
If you go to Benin now, you got the fort of Ouida, which is a corruption of Judah. All right, so you got the kingdom of Judah because our people came from the north and went all the way to the interior of Africa to hide. They created a kingdom there. All right. We're not saying I'm from Ivory Coast.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm so-called African, but I know through my spirit, and now that I discover my history, and when I look now at how we used to deal with things, it's biblical. If we took the feast, we did the first fruit feast. We did the feast, the law of purification.
That's right.
All right, we had food that we don't eat, circumcision. All right. My granddad on the father's side has 7 wives, and my mama's side has 3 wives. That's polygamy, which I can show you that King David had many wives. We love that woman.
But he was married. He was married.
No, I'm not talking about the Sheba. I'm talking about Michal, daughter of Saul. I'm talking about Abigail, all right, that he took from Nabal, and they were acting right, all right, took her, and that's that, and he took more again.
Yes.
And even Samuel, you know, he had one woman that was giving birth, he went and took another one. The only one that, you know, and for some reason I took his name, Ezekiel, he was doing the work, he loved this woman. The Most I say, you love her more than me, I'm taking it off.
That's right.
All right, I don't know.
Anyway, gentlemen, to listen to your points of view. I was just wondering.
Well, it wasn't points of view. We were coming straight out of the scriptures. That's a difference from the point of view.
I'm glad I was listening. It's interesting.
Oh, yeah.
And thank you very much.
But just know that you're a Hebrew Israelite.
Do you worship at this church?
No.
This is church.
This is church where we are right now.
Okay. 70 money. Last precept, and I say money, I promise you. That's it. Acts 17 for money. I promise you. I promise my head of his Bible.
This is Acts 17 and 24. Yahweh that made the world and all things therein, seeing that he is the Lord of heaven and earth, dwelling not in temples made with hands.
He's not in there, man.
We are the church.
We are the church.
Not in the one around the corner.
You get what I'm saying?
You must come and worship with us. Have a good Sabbath. Okay then. Thank you very much.
Hey, but that's how you know that, you know, Musa is very terrible, man. So this truth is like, you come, you got a fence. It's like a see-through fence. You can try and hear it, but if you're not part of the fold, you're not going to join it. You can only be, so you put an edge around the truth. So people will hear it, they will come, but they can't get into it. It was given to certain people, man, to a select group of people.
Yeah, exactly. It's a certain song we're singing on.
It's not a tune to this.
That's right. Let me read that.
I just say, like, it's funny though, because after we are coming straight out of the scriptures, which the Bible does say in 1 Peter 4:11, if any man speaks, make him speak as the oracle of the Most High. And if any man minister, may minister as the Most High giveth. We were coming out of the scriptures, and she still had a cheek to say our opinion.
Yeah, but then again, Isaiah 28 says that when you break it down, it can be beneficial for people that are supposed to get in it. It can be a stumbling block for those who are not supposed to get it. So it works both ways. That's why he says,
This is Revelation chapter 14 verses 1. And I looked, and lo, a lamb stood on the Mount Zion, and with him 144,000, having his father's name written in their forehead.
That's right.
And I heard a voice from heaven.
Even written in his forehead, That's the name of Yahweh. That's the mystery. That's the knowledge, man. Not everyone will have it really on the head, man. That's why certain people in the truth reject the name. It's not for them. It's not for them. Don't be fooled by friendlies and all of those things. Don't be fooled by that, man.
And I heard a voice from heaven as the voice of many waters, and the voice of a great thunder, and I heard the voice of harpers harping with their harps. And they sung, as it were, a new song before the throne and before the four beasts and the elders. And no man could learn that song.
And no one can learn that song, man.
No one could learn that song.
And no man can.
144,000
Remix.
redeemed.
You know how to do it like 3 times, and no man, I mean your voice, and no man can hear it. So you do that 3 times.
And no man could learn the song. And no man could learn the song. And no man could learn the song. But the 144,000
That's
which are
right.
redeemed from the earth.
Alright?
So redeemed from the earth. Hear that.
So you're a song man, so you can do that good. You know what I mean? So it's not for everyone, this song.
That's right.
That's why we're in the corner.
That's why you have to be grateful
Alright.
to the Most High for even opening up your mind to this truth, man. And you can see, like, if you can't accept this truth, you know you're not going to accept the fire part of this truth.
Yeah, you can't.
You know what I'm saying?
Because when the fire comes, the one thing about the Most High, since he's a man of war, he like doing drills. Like every now and again, he will get you to the drill. If you got the drill, marching drill or fire drill. So if you can't do that, then there's no point being in the truth, because many people in the truth is men of sorrow, man. You told me that you see someone told me, but they didn't know me. They saw me and say, I can see a lot of pain in your eyes. So I can see a lot of pain in your eyes. That's what the brother told me. Alright? So it's real out here, man. It's pain. Right, oh yeah, talk about it. Let me edify it.
Basically, I had a dream for ages. I had a dream. I saw a pack of wolves. These wolves are dribbling up to the bow or something. I don't know what it was. I was another wolf. I was grounded and barking at them. So loud, I woke my missus, like my wife up out of bed. Yeah, I don't know what it means, but...
Can someone break it down?
I don't know, but I know Banyan
break it down.
Wool.
Well, that's being separate from the
that's
pack.
what you said.
That's right.
It's being separate, number 1, from the pack.
Number 2.
Number 2 shows that you got a fire inside as well. You know, that fire.
No, so what it is, when he told me, I got it, so what it is, like, he was the same person, alright? And a pack of wolves that were barking, because you have 2 wolves in you. You got the negative wolves and the good wolves.
That's right.
If you feed the bad wolves, that's what people sometimes, they have good in them, but because they fed the bad wolves, so the bad wolves taking over. So what's going on right now, there was a battle in his life. Sometimes people jump on him, he will tell you and he will act a certain way. Why? Because of he has that wolf spirit, warrior spirit. But that other good wolf that was barking is the righteous wolf. So what's going on in his life right now is like he's winning the fight. But if it wasn't the case, they would have seen a pack of wolves going devour people. And then that's him devouring people. That's him being wicked. But because you know the truth is always 1 against 100. So if it's 1, that means that one, it was the righteous one that would say, yo, I don't want this bullshit anymore. I don't want to live like that anymore. I want to be righteous. Or anyway, that's the gift. Everybody got a gift, man. You know? Yeah, so I want to edify the people.
Even little things as nails. Big on the nose. You see what I mean? Even the nose and the fingers, the toes, parts of the arms, the elbow, every little thing, the ears, the earlobes.
You know what I mean? If I can say as well, man, you know, like we're saying, the Most High is a man of war, and the way he set up our bodies, man, they're about war too, man. Because, you know, we can't, without that inhale, then there's the exhale, which is a fight within itself, you know. So everything, the way our body is set up, there's a war going on, there's a war going on everywhere, man.
The flesh don't mesh with the spirit don't mesh with the flesh. They don't go together.
They don't get along. That's the reason why they tell us that's why the Abisha was like, unless you pray and fast, these demons ain't gonna go. Because what happens is that there's a point in your life where the demon, like, I had a sexual demon. You know, like, I used to love porn, masturbation, and sex. I used to love sex. So I guess the Most High now is like the purge now. Where you have to go without or whatever, you know, that's what it is. So if you got a spirit on you, at some point the Most High will make it a way where you're going to have to fight against it. There's not going to be prison. You're going to feel without or whatever, but that's the power of it. So it's the same with the fire. That's right. Yeah? Fire, man. You don't have to stop masturbation and watching porn, man.
One thing I can say, when you overcome that demon, it just comes back like a fly. It will come again.
That's why the scripture says,
the
point is making that they will come, but it will come less. So it will be easier. It won't be difficult anymore.
And you'll be able to notice when it's coming.
Yeah, when it's
right. That's able to recognize.
It's simple. Like for men, it's like for women. Sometimes when they want to do it, what happened? What happened when they want to do it? No, but what happened?
Woman.
There's a sign. Yeah, but something happened. Tingles. Men never told me that. Even you yourself, me, when I go doing tingles, babe, that's when I know what time it is. I was like, okay, I see it. The tingles. Okay. And you didn't really go like that sometimes. Like, if you see women, you go like that. That's how you know. And what you do, you go and pray fast. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes I've been in a, you think you're awake, the dream's so real that I believe I'm awake, so I'm having these sexual thoughts, and like I said, you're tired when you sleep, so Satan will try to come when you're tired. That's when they'll come. Well, that's what happened to me personally. Will come in your dreams, and then it snapped me out, and I thought I was still in the dream. Like, you know, I think I'm having to walk out, and I have to realize, wow, that was a dream. You know, I have to separate it. That's how you got.
I can test that myself, because that thing used to jump with me a lot in my sleep. You know, I used to wake up. I can count on 200 times I woke up busting nuts.
That's because
I've never busted nut in my dream, you know. But I did in my dream. I did in my dream. But I never woke up. Since I'm young, I never woke up and then go. I never said no. I put my hand on the Bible. I put my hand on the Bible. I never had a I told you I had a problem with masturbation. And when I was young, I was like, we had a song in West Africa on that, man. The soap, we used to use the soap. People say, when you go to people say, yo, the soap, I'm 10 minutes, but why are we doing with the soap, man? We used to joke like that, you know what I'm saying? I've done that. But you have to realize that. Yeah.
In one of my dreams, there's this woman. I didn't really see her face, but I really did love this woman. You know, I woke up like heartbroken, like.
and that's because, you know.
But I can explain now. Oh, that was like Noli. What you meant.
Once you build up your, like, coming back to this word, it does build strength in your flesh. Obviously, with fasting and everything. But once you build strength in your flesh, that's when it will try to come up on you when you're weaker state. But yeah, this brings the strength that we need, man. That's right. In the flesh.
You know, to add what you say, brother, you know, when it really tries to jump back on you, is when you've cleaned up yourself.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
What it is that it's always spiritual first, before it's flesh. Because, you know, that thing is itself into the flesh. So it's always spiritual first. If we try to do it the other way around, it's not going to work.
You can't rely on the flesh.
That spiritual demon is exactly.
He knows what you like, and he'll put it in front of you, and just the way you like it too. Do you know what I mean?
That's that, like we brought out last time. That's that demon, It. Man, you've seen the movie It. That's that same thing, because he knows what your fear is.
Yeah.
Because if you think of the Most High as a man of war, which he is, you realize that he employs military tactics. So if you're learning a fighting system, one of the things that happens is your instructor will test your guards. Yeah? So he might throw a punch when you don't expect it, and you're expecting to block. So this is exactly what's happening spiritually as well. It's the same principle.
And also the sparring, to be good you have to spar. part is hard, man. Like,
you have the reflex.
It's too hard. But it's good because you build up, you know, you're building yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. The more you go through a lot of pain, the more you become ready for this thing, man. So we're gonna have to go to drills.
That's why you rehearse the righteous acts.
Them drills.
You know what I'm saying? You got brothers that they wanna make money. They wanna create their own to make it easy on them. You know what I'm saying? In the truth, because you know they don't wanna go through the fire.
But you know what?
You go through the fire.
Scripture speaks about someone put it down Hebrews 11 and 13. Hebrews 11 and 13. Because it speaks about people getting kicked out of their houses and all of these things. So what are you going to do in that time? 11 and 13.
This is Hebrews chapter 11 verses 13.
Yeah.
These all died in faith, not having received the promises, but having seen them afar off, and were persuaded of men, and embraced them, and professed that they were strangers and pilgrims.
Strangers and what?
Strangers and pilgrims on the earth.
Now, when you look at that word pilgrim, one of the words for pilgrim is traveller. So you're going from place to place.
There's a group of people in Europe that they call travelers. They're not supposed to have planes. So now they do. Now they buy mortgages and that whole. Every time they want to leave to the caravan, man. Yeah, but these people you can see for the way they deal.
The drink, the
you know,
fighting.
They love fighting. And the way the women are the one that are home. They will go and hustle. They will come and the wedding. Oh boy. Big wedding. That's the. Every tribe represents a certain, brings out a certain royalty that they care. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, the gypsies, man. The gypsies, you know. They come from Egypt.
Exactly.
Say that again?
The governments don't like them.
Yeah, but there's a reason why, because they share their blood with Jake.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? They share their blood with Jake.
And you know another reason why the government don't like them? They're not getting no taxes for them. That's one of the main things.
Everyone kind of looks down on them. They give them pikeys and
It's spiritual though. I think it's spiritual.
they buy words as well.
Because of the Jake thing. Because Esau knows, man. Esau knows, but they will say that, they don't pay taxes. And no, they're not speaking because, like you said, a lot of the two-third guy, they're part of the two-third. I never seen a pikey or a travelers in the truth. Trying to that's not gonna try, man. This is not gonna go like this. That's not gonna go, I'll go mad, man. Oh, literally mad.
But there was one that stopped and was listening to the word one time,
Romania. That's what they would call
no, this is talking about the gypsies. The one that carried that vibration in the land. These one, you making a good point. But these one, I'm talking about them. They don't come in no truth. These guys are worldly. When I say they're about to break, they're about making hustle. Yeah, they're hustle.
Talking about Tyson Fury, and he said through the spirit that he feels
Tyson Fury is a Jake.
Because that's what he said. And
You can't fight Jake anyway if you're in a Jake.
You know what I'm saying? Tyson Fury and Jake. We don't know that guy and Jake Paul and his brother. I don't know the Jake.
There was a time when they were blocking a lot of Tyson Fury's speeches. Because at the time he was preaching, you know, the gospel of Jesus, and he was saying basically to help with the faggots, man.
That's right.
And also, I think that's why they took his box.
Started talking trash.
That's right.
They'll do that.
Let's say that he had mental issues or whatever. So let's say he has mental issues, man. That's Jake, man. Jake go through hell.
Most of the fighters do have mental depression or whatever.
It's a hard life, bro.
Tyson.
Yeah, he's a hard life. Trust me.
Got Luke 9?
Like Luke 9:23 and
This is the book of Luke 9 and 23. And he said to them all, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me.
So each day you go through different type of trials, tribulation of varying degrees. But the point is, it's something that you have to go through. Like you read about Ashley this morning, I was listening to the radio, and the guy was saying I remember when I was saved.
So he's not saved anymore.
No, he's talking about when he first got saved. And I'm thinking, well, if you're saved, like, everything's all good then, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? Like, they give that idea that, you know,
they have the wrong
idea.
The idea about being saved, man. We're not saved. Yeah, the different level of being saved. Right now I can say I'm saved, right, because the Bible says, come out of ye, my people, to know and partake of the sins, right? So yeah, I'm saved in that. I'm freeing my mind in a way. I know the truth, right? Even the bees acknowledge that within the truth.
Yes, right.
Even the bees.
Talking about the honey and the bitter.
Yeah, think about the honey is back there, man. Look at him. He knows the energy.
That's right.
This is Hebrews 12 and 7. If ye endure chastening, Yahweh dealeth with you as with sons. Hebrews 12 and 7. If ye endure chastening, Yahweh dealeth with you as with sons.
It says endure. That's that, you know, to the end. That's why the scripture says he that endures to the end shall be saved. But it says he that endures chastening,
Yahweh with you.
That's right.
Don't when you go through pain in the truth, Yahweh is with you.
For what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not? But if ye be without chastisement, whereof all are partakers, then are ye bastards.
Oh Lord have mercy.
That's right.
Oh Lord have mercy.
So really, truly, you're not going to chastise another man's son. You're not going to correct them like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly.
You might chastise them, but not correct them as your own.
Exactly. Hebrews 12 and 7. If ye endure chastening, Yahweh dealeth with you as with sons.
If you endure chastening, that means Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is dealing with you. Because that's what he did to Job. Alright? Job was worshipping Yahweh in perfection, but yet he brought the armor down on him because he was purifying him. Do you have a precept? When you finish, finish that.
For what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not? Question mark. But if ye be without chastisement, whereof all are partakers, then are ye bastards and not sons.
That's right.
Bring this out, then you can go further. Read 9 to 10.
This is
8 to 10.
This is Isaiah chapter 53, verse 8. He was taken from prison and from judgment, and who shall declare his generation? For he was cut off out of the land of the living.
Jump straight to 10.
Verse 10. Yet, verse 10 of Isaiah chapter 53, yet it pleased Yahweh to bruise him. He has put him to grief. When thou shalt make his soul an offering for sin.
So that goes back into the Psalms 116 and 15. Therefore his saints are precious in his eyes.
So a man that
So this is the book of Proverbs.
let me finish it. So a man that laughs at his brother's pain is not spiritual. Yeah, that's the new angle, man. If you laugh at your brother's pain, you're not spiritual, man. So you lie to yourself. Not people lying to yourself. Because in the world, people like mocking at the people or backbiting.
The scripture says if you give 7 times 77.
Right. You know what I mean? So you gotta have that same spirit, man. You can't laugh at, you don't even know if the Mosai is testing you as well to see if you gonna act like a chick, like a nigger, like the people say,
Negro.
A nigger or a negro. To see and say, you see this guy. So that's what they do. The 24, they enter like this. Look at this guy, working garment every day, but then yet they laugh at their own people and backbiting their own friend. What kind of foolishness is this? You know what I mean? Like we are in for some serious surprise, man. Most of will show us things. You know, we get on my brother.
Yeah, so this is the book of Proverbs chapter 3, verses 11 and 12. And it reads, verse 11, my son, despise not the chastening of the Lord Yahweh.
That's right. Can you read that again?
You do that. No, like me, you know, and religion gives you the idea that when you come into the truth, everything's gonna be all good. No, man. The scripture says, prepare yourself for temptation.
No, when you come in the truth, that's when everything goes. That's when all hell breaks loose.
As they say.
All right. Don't look at those camp that want to look good on the outside to make you think that you can be hip hop in this truth, or you can do this in this truth. All right. The Bible says, don't you know that James 4:4. Let me read that quickly before we carry on. Say like my brother, hold on to your phone, yeah. James 4:4 says this. Let me find it quickly, my brother. James 4:4 says this. Yeah, got to read it.
James chapter 4 verses 4.
Yeah.
Ye adulterers and adulteresses.
Right.
Know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with Yahweh?
Alright, so how you carry on?
Question mark. Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is the enemy of Yahweh.
Right. So you cannot be in this truth and you got all a worldly vibration about you, man. Come on, let's be real. But like I say, this time, hey, bro, at the end of the day, you're gonna face your problem. I can't come to Brixton and try to help Medaya, because there will be a big barrier by I figure out by street camp. You know when you go to the bar.
Remember the dream I was telling you, the barriers, the checkpoints,
like,
they were quite close.
Yeah. So you can't even move. Even if I go through the parks, you have people over there trying to stop me.
Sniffer dogs.
You get what I'm saying? So we're gonna have to go through whatever we got on our own. I'm telling you, on our own, man. All right. So most I will deal with you if you're freaking the funk.
Said about going for our own. The scriptures say, work out your own salvation. There you go.
Yes, I'm sorry. Sometimes I just talk. I don't know why. If you look someone like King David, he was a sinner, so to speak, but he knew how to repent. He knew how to constantly. So it's not about holy and thou spirit. It's a brother that is contrite. Brother, that know that he's so wicked that he's trying to change his life. You know what I'm saying? Bring out, brother, carry on.
Yeah, so this is the book of Proverbs chapter 3 and verse 11 and 12. Starting again. My son, despise not the chastening of the Lord Yahweh.
That's right.
Neither be weary of his correction.
Neither be weary of his correction, man. So he won't correct you. He will bring the flogging. That's
fire.
That's what I use. Flogging. See, when the Most High flog you, so he's gonna flog us. All right, and it's good flogging. Because like in primary, when you do like, I don't know how to put it in French or in English, so basically it's dicting. When you come to school, the teacher will be like reading something, you have to write it. Dictation. So you have to write it, man. So what he does now, he makes your vocabulary rich, because you have to know words so that you don't get leaking. So one mistake is one flog. So if you got 20 mistakes, 20 flog, and then put you on the table though. The class table, and they got a bamboo stick, the fresh one.
You call it a cane.
And then put it.
I was well acquainted with it.
All right. So what that did, it helped you be very good. That's why them West Coast people, when they come here, study is nothing for them. They will go through uni. They will have that's because of the education there. But they're bogged down because they come and get into the ESOL system and then they become bogged down anyway. Yeah, carry on. So it's very important, man.
Yeah, verse 12. For whom the Lord Yahweh loveth,
that's right.
He correcteth.
That's right.
Even as a father, the son
he loves you, man.
Delighteth.
He loves you. What are you talking about? When you go through pain, I mean, he loves you, man. He want to change you. Because and what that tells me as well is this.
That's the whole point of correction, isn't it?
No, but deeply you have to understand. See, if Yahweh come to the angel, bro, the way they see sin is not how we see it.
That's right.
We gonna use to see in the pile of doo-doo to the point where that is thinking anymore.
That's right.
But then when they come, they're gonna destroy you, bro.
Yeah.
So because they don't want to destroy you, they will do everything. They'll put things in place for you to become a changed man. So when the sword comes, you have mercy. Because if you sin, he will kill you, man. So the Most High will do anything. He can't speak to you, so he will let circumstances speak to you. So this is love, man. That's right.
That's true love. Yeah, I just want to go back to Luke 9 and 23.
Go on.
And he said him to, and 24, so like, for whoever shall, 23, Luke 9 and 23. And he said to them all, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me. Basically, I want to say on that example. Yahushua said that if any man deny himself, and that cross, man, that's a representation of sacrifice, man. You know? So in order to sacrifice, you need to deny yourself, man.
Very important.
That's what it says, make your body a living sacrifice.
And can I just add to that? Also, something we mentioned earlier, somebody that gave their life for their brothers or their friends or their loved ones. Exactly.
Luke 9 and 24. For whoever so will save his life shall lose it. But whosoever
that's
will
what
lose
a lot of people are going to do. Why they're going to get down with the Vanessa, get down with the Marcus. They're trying to save their life.
Yeah, I got reset.
But it's going to tell you you're going to lose it, man.
Matthew 10 and 33. But whosoever shall deny me before men.
And that's another thing you're going to do. Just when you start to take the Vanessas, the Marcuses, that's what you're actually doing. Yeah, because now you're saying, well, you know what, I trust in you now. And that's what it says. Curses the man that trusted in man and make flesh his arm.
But also, what it means that a lot of people can be ashamed. There's people that are ashamed of the outside.
Yeah.
There's people that cannot do certain things. Because this is true. Even wearing the garment is shameful. I mean, when me and my we like going to and talk, I mean, if you see people looking at, what are these people? Look at them. What are these stupid people? Look at us.
Do you remember that time when somebody, when they saw us with a dog, and we about
Oh,
to do
yeah,
it
dog.
out?
Yeah. Yes.
After we about to do it out.
Are you about to, yes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
we're going to do an act of righteousness.
So you got that, and you got other things where shame, people cannot go through certain things. So what they do is like, they find other way so people can say, oh, this guy got this and that. Not even the certain groups where they dress in a certain way because they're ashamed to look. Because Bible say clearly that we should wear sackcloth. So it ain't going to be pretty. So we wear sign.
You have to come with something better than shame to get.
Hey, can someone read Isaiah 3 and 20, man? Because I think we had it too easy, man. Us Jake right now in his show, we have it too easy. All right? We ashamed of him, man.
That's what we got to remember as well. That's the grace period. That's the mercy of the Most High. We get ready for that time to go into Jacob's trouble.
But it's like
I was going to say, so that's that time for us to do what? To rehearse these righteousnesses.
To get it right.
And then get it right.
Because like you said, that trouble was coming, man.
That's right. It has to come. Well, the scripture says that the plagues are set and who's can turn it back. So you can see with all these things that's happening in the world, you know, like the video you posted the other day, like the Most High is jacking up this place, man. So all these plagues are said, who's going to turn it back? And no one can turn it back. You just have to ride through that fire.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 20, verse 32. Necessary patience in seeking the Lord is better than he that leadeth his life without a guide.
Read that again.
Very loud.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 20, verse 32. Necessary patience in seeking the Lord.
Necessary is something that's needed. Yeah?
You have to go through it.
Yeah, the scripture says, in your patience, possessing your soul. So one of the things you do need in this, that's why that endurance goes into patience. Yeah, and it says necessary patience. If you ain't got that patience, like the brother keeps saying, the Most High don't put that spirit upon you to have that patience. You're just going to give up, man. It says necessary patience, read.
Necessary patience in seeking the Lord is better.
Seeking the Lord. That's what you have to be doing, man. Seeking the Most High to the best of your ability. Rehearsing the righteous acts, keeping the faith, and endurance, God.
Necessary patience in seeking the Lord is better than he that leadeth his life without a guide.
Yeah, Carl, that's what you do in the world, man. They be that YOLO spirit. You only live once, live your life to the full. Live your life to the full and you're gonna die with a full belly too.
God, bring Isaiah 20 and 3, man.
Isaiah chapter 20 and verse 3, and it reads, and Yahweh said, like as my servant Isaiah.
They say like 2 minutes. Yeah?
And
He doesn't go into it. What did he say to you? Let's see what you say.
Isaiah chapter 20 and verse 2, and it reads, at the same time spake Yahweh by Isaiah, the son of Amos, saying, go and loose the sackcloth from off thy loins, and put off thy shoe from thy foot.
That's
Here
right.
we go. And he did so, walking naked and barefoot. Is that shame? Yeah.
For how long?
Naked and barefoot. Verse 2.
3 now.
Verse 3 now, yeah, going to. Verse 3. And Yahweh said,
Imagine the Most High told you that. Go walk barefoot and naked through Brixton.
I think that's spiritual now.
No, but I'm just...
It will happen. You know that we weak. I'm talking about, it will say do certain things.
It says, when you read...
But you won't be able to do that.
No, but when you read 2 Ezra 16, it talks about they're going to ravish your house. Imagine in your bar, taking your shower, your door kicking in.
Bro!
If you ain't going to have time, where's
don't lie here.
That's the argument.
All the neighbors will see your nakedness.
When the police come in,
What?
you've got time to put your clothes
That's
on.
right.
and
Army
that's-
country.
And that kind of false God in the morning. So what you gonna do, when the time kicks in, when the time will come, you put like you put things right before. That's the brother Ahab. He say you put things like shoes or whatever, and you're like how do you call it?
You have like a
The bottom, how do you call it? Tracksuit, whatever. Some old one and a t-shirt, whatever. So when they come, you can get it. Because you got to wake up.
You have to be prepared.
You have to be prepared. Prepare yourself to have at least something.
I used to do that in a boat. It's time to do that in a boat because that's how my
So that's the spirit. You know what I mean? That is the spirit, yeah. You can't really
be prepared.
But what the brother was saying is like, but brother, don't even worry about it. What it is this. I'm talking about, don't even worry about it because I'm telling you, walk through your boat. I'm not worry about, he will take you to certain things that won't be comfortable.
That's
so
right.
You will have to
Take out your
So basically, he makes you go through something where, it's shameful.
stripping you of your comfort.
It was shameful according to the standard of this society.
Well, can I just mention, what we're doing now, compared to everybody else, it's equivalent to walking naked. Everybody else look at us and say,
I was doing preaching with Lakama. Last time, you know who I saw? Driving, basically, when the red light, was there, and then she stopped right Nadia. I can't remember preaching. It's neighbor. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, so then she looked at me, but she was like, she didn't believe me. I don't think she saw me before. She saw me. I was like, oh my God. Now you know, man. And I carry on preaching, man. But inside myself, I felt like, I'm like, yo, man, this is crazy.
That's like when them girls pulled up that piece of the chocolate.
Oh yeah, the guy that was singing,
And the demon jumped on her.
Yeah, it did. That was it.
Because she was riding, and she was like, yo, you see me riding,
Doing all of that.
you're gonna die. You're gonna die a painful death. She gonna come to you trying to say like, let me hearken.
But it's a block to that, man.
Yeah, but man, then we gonna bring him. I work with him everywhere I go that time. So everyone, let's see. I'm telling you that now. Yeah, it will be our room, but I get it. Come and leave me. regulate when our time comes. For real, imagine if the Most High make us the judges of this place. All these people that went against us, man, what do you think the karma's gonna be? So we're gonna hold court in the street, man.
That's what he's doing us now, making us remember, when they Isaiah 51, show my people their transgression.
That's right.
And also Jacob, this is it. Real judges now, where you got the power to execute judgment.
That's correct. Because he said, I'm making you fishes right now. But
You say as well, that's part of that fire. The scripture say that out of our mouth shall receive fire.
That's right.
So we're spiritually burning up this place.
That's right.
Yeah, but if you receive, all your life you receive fire. At some point you're gonna, when you speak fire, gonna come. Because the pain gonna be transformed into something serious, man. That's the reason why the Bible says in Isaiah 13 about us becoming like gold. Because we've been purified. So it's not too far-fetched. You know?
It's spiritual power time.
Yeah. It might not be like literal fire. We never know the Most High.
Didn't the disciples say, oh, shall we cool down fire and burn them up?
Oh, that's a good point. You know those people, they're not gonna take. I know it comes from them because in West Africa they're full of them. So basically they can put like petrol. And then they spit out.
So how much more if they do
how much more? That's on the left hand side. So how much you got the Malian soldier that shoot gun in his mouth.
I see that. You see that?
I saw Arab American guy.
So that's a guy from West.
So what I wanted to say, when we talk about spiritual powers, a lot of times people think of immortal bodies and being able to fly and strength like David and jumping over walls. But we actually have spiritual power right now because we are able to read the scriptures and understand and discern the truth. And that is a spiritual power. So we already have a spiritual power.
But even standing there, bold in front of everyone, I tell you what, people when I preach here, everything goes out the window, man. I don't know, because that's the spirit now jump on me. Once I shoot this one, I become someone else. Then whenever I take it off, I can become the guy. I can be quiet, I can do whatever, depending on the day. But if I put this one on its own,
getting back to that shame, I remember when I first came out, I used to stand up for like 15, 20 minutes before I approached anyone. Just trying to build up that confidence. I've been there for ages. Then once I start to approach that first person, then
it's like stage fright.
It's a spirit.
That's right. Like when I was in church, I couldn't even alter, man. I don't know. Yeah, I couldn't even sing. But at least on the truth, I couldn't say nothing. I don't even know that I was doing. I'm telling you, at least was his own. I was in the group. I felt group with energy. I didn't have that in.
I think on your own is good because
that's what I'm saying.
To lean on you and you just yourself.
It's more powerful when two are gathered in your house.
At least,
But normally you do it on your own if you don't have any choice. Well, you have to.
Go on your own and rely on the spirit.
Normally you cannot. Normally you can't.
I know how it feels. I know how it feels to be on your own.
That's what.
Yeah. I know how it feels.
Luke 10. Well, I was reading something, and I always go to something. Matthew 10 and 33. But whosoever shall deny me before men, him will I also deny before my Father which is in heaven.
When you read Matthew 7:21, that's that same thing. Depart from me, ye work of iniquity, I never knew you. That's the last thing. We'll say that the other day as well, isn't it?
Every time I hear that.
Yeah, that's the last thing you want to hear, man. It's like, and Jake, he can be like, just getting some look that make you feel like really low, like
Sideways.
you know what I'm saying?
The reason why it's because it's your heart. Like outwardly, you were faking the fun, but inside
I'm just
you were
looking when you're chanting.
Say that again?
I'm looking when you're chanting because to us,
to us God is real.
No one ever said it wasn't.
He said to us, God is real.
Oh,
Well, why I'm talking like that, because a lot of my mates say they see God, they've even stand next to God. And you know why they see God? Because at the end of the day, I'll leave you here.
Brother, take that down.
When you go to Jamaica and you stand up, men of 80, 75, they've seen God. And I say, how you seen God? They say, we wear locks, Selassie is God. And you can't say no, because they call him God. So how can you not sit here and say it's not God? They say it's God.
But that's Haile Selassie.
Haile Selassie, they're God. So they're right.
Yeah, but that's them. Haile Selassie. Haile is an Ethiopian man.
But they're right as well. All the DJs, all the people, Bob Marley, everybody that we worship.
They're not right. They're not right.
And you're not supposed to worship men.
You're saying they're not right.
No.
I can look at you and say, you're not right.
Yeah, that's cool.
I can look at
We're
you.
teaching from the book now. So
From
it's
the Bible.
No, but he's saying in that book. Anyway, what he's saying is this.
Who read that Bible?
That's fine.
Read it.
But what he's saying is this.
Man wrote it.
Yeah, because he's
I wrote that
away because
Bible.
like
I'm a
everybody
man.
can hold the Bible and read it, but how
wrote
read
that
it? That's what he's
Bible.
talking about.
Can I say why you could never write this Bible? Can I
Why?
tell you why? Because you don't have the intellect to write such words that not only are written that can come to pass.
But then that's the spirit, though.
That's right. That's the spirit.
When I said that,
No,
and I said to them, I challenged them like you, and they said to me, they're
This is
right.
Psalm 68 and 11. The Lord gave the word, great was the company of those that published
Now, you
it.
see
Then
that?
I'm bugged out, you know.
The Most High gave the
I can go where you're
understanding.
going.
The Most High gave the understanding and the knowledge to those men who wrote this book. Now you answer this question. Tell me one book on the planet that man didn't write. Twice in one day.
Found it. You know why? Because you know you sleep in your bed.
My Bible. A woman wrote it for me.
Okay, no problem.
And I'll tell you the truth.
Let's continue.
You're going where I'm going.
That's too low. That's too low. We want more challenge. That's too low. That's too exciting.
If you
know what
not
I
go
mean?
before
Therefore,
me,
we have
I'm
to carry
going where
on.
you're going. Fair.
All right, Matthew
We're all going.
10.
We're
And
all going.
that's part of the pain as well.
Eventually
Matthew
we're
10
all
and
going.
34.
Fair or come
No,
out.
I'm not talking about this one, not him. He's the whole
Teaching you lot. That's part of the teaching you lot.
Matthew 10 and 34. Think not that I have come to send peace on earth.
We wanted before it.
Matthew 10 and 33. But whosoever shall deny me before men, yes, he's denying me. He will not go to Selassie in
Well, he was
Ethiopia.
confounded.
But he must have
anyway.
gone to the shop that took care of it. He was
confounded.
That's the same thing. But whosoever shall deny me before men, him will I also deny before my Father which is in heaven.
That's not a good look, man.
Right.
You're talking about the number 2 going to the number 1, saying, man, leave him. Like, the number 1 is going to listen to the number 2.
Right.
And that's not a good
But you know
look,
what?
man.
When you're in the world, yeah, I'm not going to lie, them Jamaicans, they act like God. They have a high vibration to worthy people. No, they have a high vibration.
The spirit,
They're confident. The way they talk. They can take a lie and make it look good.
You can bring it to life.
Yeah, because they're confident. When they smoke that weed, man, they're like gods.
Listen.
You know what I'm saying? But when you raising it, like me, when I see them, I laugh because they impression me, you know, because my vibration is higher than their vibration. You know? So I'm like, no, you lot, man, you lot are bugged out. Now they're bugged out to me. But before, they were like mini gods.
Spiritual.
So this is
This is Luke 12:8. Also I say unto you, whosoever shall confess me before men,
That's right.
him shall the Son of Man also confess before the angels of power.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, you're doing, man.
That's what we're doing, man. But you have to be in that walk in a way, everything like the way. It's not just coming and preaching. Like what do you accept? Your character, your personality. What do you accept? What did you accept? What do you do? What do you not accept? To be ashamed in front of people for the sake of Yahweh, Hashem Yahweh. That's what counts. So So he said, verse 34, think not that I have come to send peace on earth. I have come, I came not to send peace, but a sword.
And part of that sword is that fireman.
Part of the pain. Verse 5, yeah. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father.
When you come into this truth now, you find that your people them, like, you're just totally separated from them. Like, you look at my household, like a good 5 of them Vanessa up already. I was speaking to my aunt yesterday.
I'm telling you, man.
Like, she's had 2 Vanessas, right?
I'm telling you.
Now my cousin's
ready for the battle.
My cousin's coming out of the house like this, into his car. You know what I'm saying? Like, you then left the house and you're masked up and you get into your car.
But you want in your car and you're masked up.
Locked in the matrix.
Let's not forget that point.
Yeah, locked in the matrix.
Them guys are.
Work like that.
They bug the hell out.
You know what I'm saying? Break dancing, you know. Verse 45, for I have come to set a man at variance against his father.
So now, like, we're on 2 different sides of the fence now. You know what I'm saying? 2 different sides of the fence.
And the daughter against her mother.
Daughter, like, my children, them, why? Like, there's a saying, I remember someone said to me, as much as like my children them to be in the truth, you know, it's like, I'd rather be in the truth than them. Like, the roles could be reversed. Imagine the roles were reversed now. That's how I think of it. It sounds selfish, but like, the roles was reversed. It's a sad case, man. Knowing what I know,
Talking of the mothers, like me, I told them, they know about the truth. In and out. It's up to them now. My daughter told me that, yeah, but I believe in that. But I don't wear skirt all the time. She should do well. In that time, maybe they must have mercy on her. Maybe your son will be like that. But my son, he knows the truth of everything, but he's 18 now. So he want to live the life. He want to go through the motion. That's Northern tribe, man. Join to idol. You know what I'm saying? And the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. That's for them. Hello? Verse 36. Wow, that's the deepest part. And a man's foes shall be they of his own household.
So when you ever try to say, love your enemies as yourself,
hey, those of your own is no joke, man. And he said, verse 37, he that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me.
That's right.
Alright? And he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me.
That means you have to be willing to lose everything, man.
Hey,
family, mother,
me on my own again,
father, children, everything, man.
Yeah.
That's the mind. It's like the other day. That's the mindset you need for the coming troubles, man.
It's a good thing, man. Be on your own. Listen, when my son left and my daughter left, I felt so happy. I'm not gonna lie. I loved them. It was nice, but I felt my space. I was like, oh man, now I can preach.
It's not. That's what it does, you know.
I can do that. I can talk wherever I want in the yard about the truth. Because I go to store when I say, Daddy, can I close the door? I say, yeah.
That was part of the father.
You know what? Listen to me.
That's part of the tester.
That's right.
Make sure you don't want to listen to me. But it's the age of me. You know what I mean?
That's the bitter and the sweet.
Yeah. So now on my own, I can preach however I want.
That's right.
So now I understand why the most I took them away from her. Imagine if these West African women was with me. I wouldn't have grown a bit because if I make sure of that.
Trust me on that.
When before I came, I used to put a video of GMS, like, I want to tire of listening to this.
That's right.
I'm like, so basically sound like all the vibration, but yes, you put gospel music full of foolishness. And that makes her happy. And she will throw a bit of robo while she cooking. And I'm like, damn. something has to be done.
Something has
What am
to
I going
give.
to do with this? It's like a heavy
You can't
energy
serve two
on you.
masters there.
So when the Most High separate you from things, it's not bad. He's working in you, man. You are a sign unto him. But he's coming to separate, man.
Good about that as well. No more that same food.
Exactly.
Fridge in their service.
No, for me, I'm not gonna lie. The police came, but the police came to my yard. But I'm very brazen sometimes. If I come in the yard and I see that everything I should buy, if it's stinking, I'll put and I throw it away. What should I do? I say, how much is it? I say, listen, this guy, I told you I don't want no pork, no food. I'm not playing. I'm not giving my children none of this food. So she couldn't take me. She had to call the police.
Yes, they would. That's what they
She
do.
couldn't, because me, yeah, if you click in there, yeah, if you click in there, the police is coming. If that's to a point, I don't care anymore. So I told her, take it, I don't care if you call the police or you can lie on me. But this, and then we come to the point, like, you know, we're going to have to separate. That's what I knew. I was like, you know what, let me go back to my place. Let me go back and say, let me leave that thing. Yeah, let me leave that thing, bro. But like I say, nothing happened before. You know what I'm saying? And also, you have to cost the count. You have to count the cost. Like me, I didn't have no mortgage. I keep it real. You have to be wise. I didn't have no mortgage with her. I got nothing. We just had, she had a yard, I had mine. I was living in the yard for a while. She came out as well, but then we went back over there, whatever. My yard was there. I would go there. But, you know what I'm saying? So when the time comes, I went and live permanently in my yard. It was run down, but you know, I was like, you know what, let me go. You know what I'm saying? Let me go there, man. I want my peace. Yeah, I want my peace.
Yeah.
All right, because it's like it was too much. Police came so many times. I had to walk out. Sometimes you walk and the neighbors know what's happening already.
Sometimes
Exactly.
a woman with a dragon and a woman with a point.
Yeah.
In a corner of a house rather than a
You know what I mean?
That's how I do. I leave my wife, and that's why I do. In a corner of the house.
No, you won't leave your wife.
Hey, well, Lord willing, that's okay, but listen, everyone's got their looks, you know, so let's see how it goes in June.
Yeah, exactly.
Galatians 4 verse 16.
Yeah.
Am I therefore become your enemy?
And I've therefore become your enemy.
That's what happened.
Because I tell you the truth.
Because I tell you the truth. You see these women, yeah, it's all good until you go in the truth.
Yeah.
They want you to go to Pastor Pop Shop and Pastor Pepperoni.
That's right.
To go on Sunday there and do foolishness. When you come in this truth and you know Yahweh Shai, you know Yahweh, then they become a bit weird.
Right.
Then they start coming with the foolishness. It's a spirit.
You become the enemy.
So carry on, my brother. They're against the truth, these women, man. They're against the truth. They don't love the truth, man. All right? Read it.
Galatians 4 verse 16. Am I therefore become your enemy? Because I tell you the truth.
Yeah, you're my enemy.
The answer is yes.
Why is that? Because you no longer do birthdays.
Headache.
So we're not giving no present. We no longer do Valentine's. Love Valentine's Day.
Mother's Day.
Yeah, Christmas. Mother's Day.
Christmas.
Yeah. Mother's Day. Christmas. All of it. Yeah. So you've become their enemy because you're not doing all these luxuries that they enjoy, which are of this world.
If I can say as well, when we know that the serpent beguiled Eve, man, and all those things were really set up for the Israelite woman, man. Because if she weren't accepting of those things, then the Israelite man don't really care about those things. Really.
So how women are enemy. The reason why you can't come here and do it is because your wife controls you.
It's Maya, man.
Alright, this Maya from the street, you can't even sleep at night. You don't even have peace. Bro, people are stressed in London because they don't have peace. But they know they're living with the enemy. But then they're thinking, if I leave the yard, I'm going to have to go and rent a yard. You know, you know what I'm saying? Pay all of that and all of this. Because there's brothers that now, their name is not on the thing. And they live like that, like pilgrim.
There's a lot of brothers out there. There's a lot of brothers out there that actually know the truth, but because they're with this wicked woman, they're too scared. And
Well, you know
what?
why? Because the past is not what you do.
They're scared to say, you know, babe,
outside.
we can't do Christmas.
Actually, kick you out, you know.
Yes,
to
she will.
kick it out.
Yeah, no, that's right. Because they're scared of what's to come once they tell their missus the truth. That's right.
And we all know those
So they're
four.
scared of the
so
truth
like,
also.
as I say, we all know those famous four words, man. Get out of my house, man.
That's right.
That's the most famous go-to line.
See, she's smiling because she
that's
knows
it.
it's
Yeah,
The woman will make it. The woman will make you part of the Christmas tree.
Yo, man, jokes. That is true. She will get you in a situation like that. But Robert says something that's wisdom. Nothing happened before its time. Don't you? Because sometimes, because you've been wicked in your past life, the Most High gave you a wicked woman. You need to feel the pain. So actually, we talk about pain. That's your baptism of fire. Stay with that wicked woman until Yahweh says, yeah.
You have to see it first. You have to see it.
Remember, it's good at least you go, and you know, it's okay. After all, we in captivity, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So it's all good, man. It goes, you work both ways. Whether you live on your own or whether you live with a woman, it's all part of the plan. Everybody got, you cannot be like, that's why in this truth, don't try to be like, you know, no, not even that. Don't try to be like the next man in this truth. You know what I'm saying? You have your own, that's why I say, do a lot of self-study. Study thyself, man.
To show thyself approved.
Come on.
Yeah, be a watchman and no watchman. That's a run, that's how you know that's check. Jake always come with them guys. Jake got bars. Jake got bars, man. I'll put it on my, status. I was saying, you know, that's a key when no watchman, man. Watchmen are their own way, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you can watch, you can, you know, do that, but don't watch the Mexican. The Mexican, you don't know why the most like. You want to be like the Mexican.
When he's behind these closed doors, you don't know what he's going through. So deal with what you're going through. You know what I mean?
Today is a beautiful lesson, man. So I hope brother will be edified with that lesson because you don't think it's not about love.
Like
Oh, what you reading something?
No. Holding something.
Like we're all holding.
Yeah, I was reading Matthew 10 and 38. Say, and he that taketh not his cross and followeth after me is not worthy of me.
So it's not even optional, really, to get into the kingdom. You have to be baptized with fire. First you come and be baptized by the Spirit. And this is that fire time, man. It's like they say, faith and works go hand in hand. The Spirit and fire goes hand in hand too.
Verse 39, he that findeth his life shall lose it.
So now, you got these brothers, we get me music, thing.
Oh,
I live.
We're not supposed to be feeling happy.
no, the Bible says, those who are silent and crying. Now we should be in the house of mourning. It's not a time to be like, you know, go happy, you know, lucky, go happy, thinking it's all good, and you want to do no.
You got brothers, read that bit again.
39.
Yeah.
He that findeth his life
So now
shall lose it.
You're finding, you're getting all them little, because that's what happened. You're in the world, shit ain't working for you. Come the truth. Now everything you want in the world,
say that slowly. This is something that was on my mind.
Alright, he's speaking your mind.
yeah, you've been in the world, nothing ain't working for you. You come in the truth, everything you want in the world is now starting to come. But now you have to turn, really and truly what you're meant to do is turn them away.
That's right.
So now you're starting to find your life, you're getting the good job, you're getting the pay rise. Which is not wrong, you get a good job and pay rise. But these are going to start.
Doctors
No, what I'm saying, in this case,
I mean, what you say. I'm not going to what you say.
now you're going to be doing shit that you should be doing with that pay rise.
That pay rise will relate you. But basically, what do you do with a pay rise? That's the main thing. And also, what you were saying is like, you know, when a brother was rapping, and I think it was there like maybe 300 troops. When his spears that was maybe like the 30K and the 60K. Man came the truth now. Man have the spirit writing few lyrics. Their mind now think that he can be a rapper. There's nothing wrong with being a rapper, but the thing about it will distract you because you trying to be like them other people. You want to show, because to sell in rap, you have to. It's about the outward. You have to show a certain way. Sell a certain image. Which is against the sackcloth. It's against some. You have to. I respect a brother that is talented but sacrifice that just to be in the sackcloth.
That's right.
Precept, right?
Yeah, carry on coming.
It's the book of Sirach, 11 and 25. In the day of prosperity, there is a forgetfulness of affliction.
Yeah, because you forget all the troubles then, you know, I used to be struggling with my bills. Now you can pay your bills, there's no problem. You forget all the affliction, the troubles you used to go through. God.
And in the day of affliction, there is no more remembrance of prosperity.
That's right, man. That's right. Matthew 4 and 8.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 4, verse 8.
Now, this is what Satan tries to do, make you find your life in this world. But
again, the devil taketh him up into an exceeding high mountain, and showeth him all the kingdoms of the earth, of the world.
So now, you know, nothing won't really going on for you when you're in the world. You try your little rap thing or whatever, it weren't working. You tried your little hustle. You know, your brethren them are shotting more than you. Now you come in the truth. Yeah, man's phoning you up. Your phone start bling now. You know what I'm saying? Your phone start bling off. But you don't need these now. You know what I'm saying? Go on.
And the glory of them, verse 9, and saith unto him, all these things will I give thee, if thou wilt fall down and worship
It's
me.
like I said to someone, how it was today, I'm not even sure. It was today, innit? Yeah. Like, if you're being blessed, you need to be checking where your blessing's coming from. That's right. Yeah? The devil blesses too. We just read that there, man. Another thing, the rap thing. You see all these rappers, some of them even come out afterwards when shit starts to go bad for the boy. Well, you know, you have to sell your soul. Yeah? But they knew that at the start, things was doing good. Now shit's hitting the fan. They're starting to realise when it weren't such a good deal. You know, the grass weren't really that green, it was kind of off green.
And yellow.
Yeah, sort of yellow.
And also the rituals they do, they get the fire.
Yeah.
Guilt thing. When I go to them big mansion parties, you see little boys get fucked. All those drugs, they see man, they're part.
That's right.
The founders. So that's a guilt kind of messed up.
That's right. So they were gaining their life. Yeah, but you have to lose. If you read on what the brother's going to say, it says, he that loseth his life for my sake shall gain it. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to gain life later on, not gain it now, because this is a sinking ship, man. Like a man coming to this building's full now. Yeah, I can get a penthouse. But it's falling. Yeah.
And he want to give you the penthouse.
Yeah.
Give you the top floor.
Jay could take it as well. Right, man, got a penthouse.
I got a view in the city. How long for?
You know what I'm saying?
The highest floor.
Yeah. Watch it going down. Yeah, Jake is done like that, man.
You know, Jake will play the harp while it's going down.
I like how the Titanic,
Yeah, exactly.
when it was sinking, it carry on.
Exactly.
That's what's going to happen in the end, man. They're going to go down with the sinking ship.
This is the book. 13. It's the book of Colossians, chapter 3 and verse 5. And it reads, Mortify therefore your members.
Yeah, otherwise, you're gonna lose your eye. But that's part of mortifying your members, man. Yeah, that's part of mortifying your members. Yeah, losing your life.
Matthew 10 and 38. And he that maketh nothing. 39. He that findeth his life shall lose it. And he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it.
Yeah, so you have to mortify your members like the brothers reading. Yeah? That's how, get rid of all that worldliness, your sin. Work on your character.
Colossians chapter 3 and verse 5. Mortify therefore your members which are upon the earth.
That's right.
Fornication, uncleanness, inordinate affection, evil conspicuance.
And Paul say that. If you read them from Leviticus 16 or 15, or the 16 tells you about the population of seed. And when you read this ministry, it's something that you have to look out for, man. Don't populate too much because that weaken you. Imagine that in battle time, you have to go to tabernacle. You can't go in tabernacle if you're not clean. You know what I mean? Because you're unclean. Yeah, you're unclean till sundown. So that's one thing you have to work on. But in Babylon, obviously, we grew up, drinking. We have that. It's not mine now. So the Bible says renew your mind for that. And renew your mind is not easy. It's painful as well. So that's part of the thing, man. On the long run. It will help you, man. Yeah, no problem.
Colossians chapter 3 and verse 5 from the top. Mortify therefore your members which are upon the earth. Fornication, uncleanness, inordinate affection, evil conspicuance, and covetousness, which is idolatry.
The Most High is stripping you naked to clothe you again in glory. But you instead, you're covetous. You want to know, you want to have what the worldly people have. Now you want to use the truth to make money. Man, you putting yourself in hot water. You can't mix those two. It doesn't look like that. I feel like in church you see that, but we see that the truth now. Rather than use the name of the Most High, the energy of being Hebrew Israelite, to make money. They got a lot of followers, just a certain way, they do things like the setup. If you want to attract more people in this kingdom, you have to use image. That's a fact, man. They find themselves going against the Most High laws, man. When the Most High say multiply your members, be humble, man. Yeah, he's gonna call you my ex. He told me that I have a spirit of poverty in me. Not long ago.
Listen,
You don't have. The Most High said he puts you in the lower state. That's what he did.
I've never liked gambling. I would never win. I'm not one of these people that I'm more likely to lose.
And when you say not gambling as well, that doesn't just mean like going into. That also means that, for instance, you might not like the amusement park, the rides. That's also not gambling.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's fear of the Most High. I just wanted to say, speaking of that scripture, when it said that mortify therefore your members, and I just think it's in this, yeah, if you can.
This is Colossians chapter 3 and verse 5. Mortify therefore your members which are upon the earth.
Yeah, and that word, that members, you can also, the body parts are members,
That's right. That's what
it's part of the body, and you can look at that, to mortify the members, look at that 2/3, they're part of the, but they're being what now? They're being mortified now. So Why? Because of fornication, uncleanness.
Mortifying it the other way.
Exactly. Exactly. So they're also being mortified on the other side. So it's always twofold. I just came into my mind.
Yes, at the end of the day, mortify your member means as well mortify the members. That's what Paul was talking about. Paul is
all in these things,
saying stop because a whole longer is a pimp. Right? So cut off having sex with many women and that. Notify your member because the truth is your wife.
Tighten up, lock it up.
Just trying to get, if you got one woman still. Right now you don't need two women. You got one woman still, one woman. If you don't have a woman, don't try it. You want to please them. Don't think about it. You got the wife. You got the truth, that's your wife. It's the first wife. Right? So even when you feel you're single, you go, right? Because I don't have women. I go hard on these people. I'm trying people. From the Mauritius Island, mate. I'm telling you. I'm not lying.
And you know what you just said there. Now imagine now if you had a woman or two, would you have time for those people that's calling you and go hard for the truth?
I want a lady, I want to be...
There you go.
You know that one. I want to...
And even if you did have time,
That's the main thing.
women are very jealous and suspicious, so they will suspect you and will cause strife and confusion.
But these women are teaching. Right now, there's two people in French that are teaching the One West truth, which is to me is the truth. Yeah, One West truth meaning like IUIC,
The source of the doctrine.
But that's from Abba. Abba was given the truth. Because a lot of people had the truth, but they didn't know how to correlate between the old and the new and deal with prophecy and be able to get in the spirit and really bring out the truth. Only One West did that. The Most High chose them. One West went different things. Whatever they're doing today, talking about in the beginning. Alright? So there's two people in the French zone. There's me and the brother I do the life with that is a don't-only guy, Jamaican guy born here that found himself in France. So can we see? I cannot sit right now. I have to keep on bringing because people want to know about this. People want to do it. No one is doing it.
So madness as well.
Can I just say something? Just what you said. It's just came to me what you just said about the One West. It just reminds me like now we talk about the left-hand side and the right-hand side.
That's right.
You've got like One West, like which is on the right-hand side, and then you have the break-offs, and then you have Christianity on the left-hand side, and then you have that break-off.
Right.
See how that's,
Yeah, he always, and that's the way he is. Because Abba Bivens here, which you say is very big, we need to talk about that as well. That Abba Bivens, he came with brothers that were only Old Testament. So he began as the Old Testament. The Most High did that because it was important for him to master
Get the instruction.
Once he was able, the Most High was ready, he gave him now the New Testament. So he broke off, from, and this is how you know that when people say that he's John the Baptist, it's not too far-fetched. Because what did John the Baptist did? He brought in who? The New Testament, Yahweh Shai.
Especially at that time period, that truth doctrine, you're talking about that.
Right.
That was very
That was very rare.
70s?
60s.
That was rare, that
60s, I never heard of it. 70s, never heard of it in my life. Even in the 80s,
Right.
never heard of it.
Right. You know what I mean? So he was struggling for that. So so there's only two. So I come arrest, it's a burden on me. I finished right just at 7. I came home, was right after 2. I did 2 videos. I can't do it normally. It's not the spirit. See, I don't brag about it. Because it's the spirit that allows me to do a certain thing for him. When people come back, he'll just release me and I'll be doing whatever I do. You know what I'm saying? But there's no one there.
The spirit will make you all do 4 or 5 videos here.
We go hard, don't we?
When it's ready.
This is what we're supposed to do, my brother.
That's
We have
right.
nothing else. We go and work to pay our bills and take care of our people. You know, and that time I was doing video, I wasn't working. So that's my testimony. What happened is that I was tired of doing night. I told the Most High, I ain't doing that anymore. But what I would do, I would just go hard. Because I felt one day at night that the French people are out French people, like, there was no one, bro. I was watching some guy talking about, you know, God, you know, there's good witchcraft and bad witchcraft. You're like, no. I'm like, no. So I said, you know what, I'm going to do that. So I'll do night and I'll finish now going to park and do it. But then when they say, okay, you know what, I'm saying I'm going to have to rest, but find me something. It took the time to go. What did I say? I said, you know what, Yahweh, now it's time. But that's faith, in it. Faith is being crazy, to be honest with you.
That's what it
Nothing is going on, but you know that I know the Most High will do something for me. And you know, funny enough, he's doing it. Slowly but surely.
He does, man. He does.
You know what I'm saying? He do what he does, and that's it. So we have to go hard for this truth, man. No one ain't gonna preach if you don't preach in Brixton, if you don't preach wherever. No one ain't gonna do it.
No.
If you don't go to your place and do it, no one gonna preach. If you don't do videos, no one in your family will do it. No one in your family will do it. If you don't talk about the truth to your family, no one else will. It's only you.
That's a real blessing thing. Like, you've got two brothers, that's a real blessing. Both sides of my family.
What are you talking about, man? I'm the only preacher.
That is a blessing.
So this is 1 Corinthians 7 and 29. But this I say, brethren, the time is short. It remaineth, that both they that have wives be as though they had none.
Right.
So basically, you know, you might have a wife, man, you think that's your wife. 1 Corinthians 7 and 29. But this I say, brethren, the time is short. It remaineth, that both they that have wives be as though they had none.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, you got a wife, but you gotta understand that you're a slave to Yahweh Shai, man.
Right.
You can't complain for you going out.
It's your first love.
Yeah, that's what first. Tell her that's what my first love, man. If you got a woman that's happy with that, then deal with her. If she's not happy with that, cut her off. Because all she's gonna do is she's gonna hold you down. You know what I mean? Multiply a member for a while. The Most High, I mean, if the Most High will give you someone.
But then there's a balance, like, you just came out of Ezekiel earlier.
But I don't even know if you put a woman before, he just loved the woman.
Okay, too, but more
Yahweh is
than
still jealous.
So this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 10 and verse 23.
We are at the end of this year. That's how you know that the kingdom is coming. You know what I'm saying? The kingdom is coming, man. There's always the end of the beginning. It must be the end. It must be the end of the beginning. You know what I mean?
So this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 10 and verse 23, and it reads, O Lord Yahweh, I know that the way of man is not in himself, it is not in man that walketh to direct his steps.
Right, so the truth is not for everyone.
That's right.
And then I'll precept that with Proverbs chapter 16 and verse 9.
That's why it says trust in the Lord, because it's the Most High you want to direct your steps.
Trust in the Most High, man. Don't trust in yourself. Or trust in your wealth or whatever you have, or you can lose it in 1 second.
You will lose it in 1 second.
Hey, Babylon is getting destroyed in 1 hour.
End it. I like to say 59 minutes. Yeah, 59 seconds.
Like I say, kaboom!
Yeah, and I like to precept Jeremiah with Proverbs chapter 16 and verse 9, and it reads, A man's heart deviseth his way, but the Lord Yahweh directeth his steps. And I'll precept that again with Proverbs chapter 16 and verse 1, the preparation of the heart in man and the answer of the tongue is from the Lord Yahweh. And then I'll precept that again with Proverbs 20 and 24. And it reads, Man's goings are of the Lord Yahweh. How can a man then understand his own way?
That's right.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 39 and verse 19.
Bring that out.
The works of all flesh are before him, and nothing can be hid from his eyes.
Remember that, man.
That's right.
Bring that out one more time.
Yeah, bring it out again.
Read
Bring it
it
out
again.
Bring it
This
out
is the book of Ecclesiasticus 39 and 19. The works of all flesh are before him, and nothing can be hid from his eyes.
That's right.
Beautiful.
Okay. Anybody else have anything?
Looking at you, innit?
You're looking at you.
Yeah,
All right. Okay, as we come into the end now, so you know how we do it by now, Israel? We're going to read Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 13, which, as you know by now, is the conclusion of the whole matter. This, when all said and done, with the faith of Yahushai, this is what you ought to be doing also. And this is Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 13, and it reads, "Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahweh and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man." Every Israelite man, woman, and child.
That's right. That's why you get the stick.
Verse 14. For Yahweh shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. So as we say before, and as always, your brothers might not see what you're doing behind closed doors and in a dark room,
That's right.
but Yahweh and his angels do.
That's right.
Even when you eat the sneakers.
Yeah, sneakers.
Even when you sneak, when you eat the sneaky sneakers.
Sneakers, you know, but he's a sneaky devil.
Yeah. But yeah, as usual, we're going to close out. We're going to give all praises to
Yahweh, Washem, Yahushai, Roha, Rokat, Kodash.
Whoa! Death to Babylon!
But get to Babylon.
Definitely. And we out.
I'm back in the
See you in the kingdom if you make it.
If we need